For this percussion patch, I created a short reel of 48 splices consisting of 12 generic lo-fi drum hits at 4 different velocity levels each, and then I loaded it into the Morphagene and sequenced it with Renee. Let's build the patch up from scratch. I've decided to use a slightly unusual signal path for this patch. I'm patching the Morphagene through the erbe-verb, then to the optimix. For now, we'll just let it pass through. Here are the splices, which we can hear in order by patching the EOSG gate to shift. Okay, let's pull that cable and start sequencing them. I have set the Morphagene's play input to trigger loop in the options text file. This way it will never stop playing, and a gate in the play input will reset the splice to the current slide setting. Also, I have set organize so that it changes splice immediately, regardless of play position, for the most immediate sequencing of this parameter. I'm going to use the Cartesian CV output to organize for splice selection. And gate the play input with the Cartesian gate. We can create variations by changing the access page or the values of the knobs. I should also note that I have the Cartesian channel in sleep on the fun page and the output at maximum range by turning off the whole top row on the quantize page. Let's use YCV to control the gene size. There is increased complexity here, but it's getting harder to hear the rhythm. Let's use the Y gate to trigger a maths envelope, which opens the optimix channel. I'm also using a channel of the tempi to clock the woggle bug, whose stepped random output sets the fall time of this envelope. It's useful to use a middle channel of maths to fine-tune the depth of this fall time modulation. This patch connection makes it so that even glitchy sounding clusters of short genes will have a decay and some slight filtering associated with them, giving them a little more rhythmic definition. Now if we turn up the reverb mix, we have some subtle character control. Let's reinforce the backbone of this a little further. I'm patching a sine wave from the DPO to the input of the other optimix channel. I've patched it through a middle channel of maths so I can have fine control over its amplitude for mixing with the Morphagene's drum sounds. I'm going to strike it using the Cartesian gate that plays the Morphagene splices, but only sporadically. We'll molt this gate into a channel of the modumix. And then take a channel of tempi into the CV input. And strike the optimix with the output. This makes it so that the strikes only happen when the slower clock goes high. Let's also molt this tempi channel to the linear FM input on the DPO for a little thump at the beginning. Let's give a little random modulation to the Expo FM input for pitch changes. There are any number of ways to add to this patch from here. I also had fun sending the Optimix's second channel through the Echophone and sometimes modulating echo time with XCV. Random modulation of vari-speed, varying the depth of gene size modulation, differing erbe-verb settings, a different starting point for the organized control will give us a whole different set of splices. You can cut into this lunch at any intersection point. And of course, using our sequencing states can greatly expand the patterns available. Different leading tempo makes a big difference too.